Guess what time it is? It's time for us to review, me to review, another, another, like Halloween themed episode. After all, it is October. And, I'm gonna be reviewing a Scooby-Doo episode. Now, I've actually never reviewed any Scooby-Doo thing before. No movies, no games, not even any episodes. This is my first time reviewing a Scooby-Doo thing, so yeah, yeah, I'm basically going to be, reviewing a Scooby-Doo episode. Not just any one, a Halloween one, but not just even any Halloween one, a one from, Scooby-Doo, well, What's New Scooby-Doo? Because I gotta tell you guys, Scooby-Doo has had so many, reincarnations. They've had, like hundreds of millions of them at this point. Like, God, there's so many, reincarnations of Scooby-Doo. I'm sure at this point they'll probably outdo Mickey Mouse at this point. They keep making new shows. A lot of them are actually pretty good. I don't think I found one bad show either. Now some of them I'm not really a big fan of, but there's not one I despise. But we'll have to see if the Velma series will end up being trash or not when it comes out. I think the trailer already came out, but it doesn't look very good even when I'm watching the trailer because Velma's black and she looks nothing like her actual character. I've got nothing wrong with black people. I mean, I have black friends and stuff, but I mean, come on, like, why can't they make her look like Velma? I would say the exact same thing if they made Fat Albert, you make Fat Albert look white. Like, come on, that makes no sense. But I don't really know what to say about that. But I'm not going to be talking about that. I'm going to be talking about this episode of What's New Scooby-Doo. And sorry if there is no date. I was looking up a date, but Google was being stubborn and hard-headed and kept... Every time I freaking look up the date, it would throw in 2020 instead. Because freaking Google sucks. So, yeah. Yeah, I freaking hate looking crap up on Google a lot of the times. It doesn't work the way I want it to. So I will not, unfortunately, won't have a release date. So no release date this time around. I could put 2002 because that's when this show came out, but I really don't want to do that. So I guess I could have put a season, this or that, and then episode that. I forgot I could have done that. Well, I've already got the video going, so I won't do that this time, but I'll have to keep that in mind for down the road. Anywho, let's go ahead and talk about on this What's New Scooby-Doo episode. I gotta say, right off the bat, this episode feels like it was supposed to be a special. It's not really a special, but it feels like it should be a special. Because basically what happens is it starts off with the gang, catching, a bad guy in a mask. Kind of like in Zombie Island. If you guys haven't seen Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island, the original one, not the Return to Zombie Island, but the original one from the 90s, they actually start off with a mystery where it's fake and they're unmasking someone. So there's a chase and they unmask someone. Then they go to a creepy location, and it turns out there's real monsters there. It feels like that's exactly what they were doing here, and I will be getting into why I think that in a second. I want to talk about mainly the episode itself. What is it about? Well, it's obviously about, them, the gang, figuring out, who's behind all this and that, and this and that, and, I guess Shaggy and Scooby are excited for Halloween, because they like candy. Who doesn't like candy? I like candy. I'm not really the biggest fan of candy corn, though. I think candy corn's alright, but I'm not the biggest fan of candy corn. Even back then, I thought it was okay, but I do like the white chocolate Reese's, the pumpkin shaped ones. Well, holiday shaped ones in general, because for some reason they got like more peanut butter in there, so you taste more peanut butter than the regular white Reese's. Because sometimes you can get a 2-pack or a 4-pack. I don't know why with the 4-pack it took them so long to release it, but it took them forever to release that. They finally did release it. I don't know if they released it in the past and it's something they added back, but I know I didn't see it when I was younger, but they brought it back. So yeah, that's something. I kind of wish they would also have, the big cup Reese's too. That way I wouldn't have to always wait till Halloween or another holiday like Christmas or something to get the white chocolate Reese's, because it's filled with peanut butter. Because there's the regular Reese's where you get the thick ones that are filled with peanut butter, but they're in 2-packs. But I really don't know. But yeah, I like to get the Halloween Reese's and stuff. I think they're really good. But I don't blame Shaggy and Scooby for wanting to go to Halloween. But basically, we do get some funny moments in this episode too, where Fred's freaking out because Shaggy's tearing up his mystery machine and all that. It's pretty funny. But I think though it would be a pretty decent episode. But I have some problems with this episode. I have some problems with it. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad episode per se, but it's not really a great episode either. I have some problems with this episode. One problem is Daphne is a freaking bitch in this episode. She's a freaking bitch in this episode. Normally, I don't mind Daphne. I think Daphne is a pretty nice character. She's very useful. She can, open doors and stuff with fancy gadgets and stuff. I kind of wish I could do that too, but I can't. And she's good. She's good at helping them find clues and stuff. But in this episode, she's a freaking bitch. Daphne's literally a bitch in this episode. Why is she a bitch? Well, apparently, Velma is going to her and the gang are going to see her uncle and an aunt and her cousin Marcy. And for some reason, they have a makeover, because every freaking reincarnation they completely change up the way all the main characters' family members look. I have no idea why they do that. I really don't know why they do that. But it's really weird why they do that. But yeah, basically though, they do that. They always change up the way they look. In Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, they look different. A pup named Scooby-Doo, they look different. It's like they always look so different. It's really weird how they all look so different. But basically what happens is Daphne gets jealous with Marcy, because Marcy is flirting with Fred. We've had that dynamic before where they got jealous of each other, which was fine in the past. But they freaking take it way too far in this episode with Daphne. They freaking take it way too far. They make her really unlikable to the point where she's freaking rooting for Marcy to become to actually be the bad guy at the end of the episode. And it turns out she is the bad guy at the end of the episode. She is the bad guy. She's the bad guy at the end of the episode. She's the bad guy. She's the one who's behind all the corn or whatever the heck she was doing. She was just basically ruining Halloween because she was tired of being treated like like scum by her parents or something. I really don't know. but she's basically behind all of this. But freaking Daphne is a freaking bitch and is like, constantly trying to, like, wanting her to be the bad guy. And not only that, but she freaking makes fun of her at the end of the episode, basically pointing out that orange is a really good color on her. Basically, Daphne is fucking thrilled that she is in jail. Daphne is a freaking bitch. I know I've said that word like many times in this video, but it's true. She's just a freaking bitch. I freaking really hate Daphne this episode. I really do hate her. And yeah, I understand, that Marcy, did some problems and stuff, but she didn't freaking do anything to Daphne. She was just flirting with Fred, and Daphne was jealous. And surprisingly, the other characters don't freaking, call her out for it, or be like pointing out that she's jealous of Marcy, because Marcy's a pretty girl compared to Daphne or whatever. I guess what Fred would say. I really don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, she gets jealous. She's jealous of the way she looks and the way she's flirting with Fred and all that. And it's just frustrating, I kind of wish at the end of the episode, Marcy didn't get arrested, but she got arrested at the end of the episode. I kind of wish Daphne would have came out and changed her ways and came out and allowed Marcy to be let free. But no, they have to make Daphne a likable bitch. And freaking not only she makes fun of her by pointing out that orange is a nice color on her. She literally says that in the episode, by the way, she does. But she also is, when Marcy is getting arrested, she says this is the best Halloween ever. So freaking yeah, Daphne is unlikable in this episode. I freaking do not like Daphne in this episode. I really do not like her. Another problem I have, you think that was be the only problem? That's not the only problem. I stated at the beginning of this video that this feels like this should be a special. Like it should be a longer episode. Like maybe a 44-minute episode or something. Because like I said, they set up the plot like where like Zombie Island, where they have the gang, like they start out where the gang is where they start off where the gang, is chasing a monster and all that in a costume, and Shaggy and Scooby are mainly running for it, and they're chasing it, and they trap it, just like in Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island. But then they go to this town where they talk about a legend where this old mayor guy would come back from the dead and all that, and then that may just sound like they're just making up stories or something, or just a host. But here's what really hints at that it was supposed to be maybe a special. The cat is a ghost. Yes, the cat with this old gal, this creepy old gal, who's pissy at Shaggy from trespassing in her property and all that. Which, by the way, she only appears 2 times in the episode, and after that she's completely gone. Like, I felt like she didn't have much of a reason of being there. I felt like they could have had her appear more, but nope. Due to runtime, she only had a couple appearances. But yeah, it's like though they were gonna have a Halloween special or something, because yes, the cat is a ghost, because the cat not only glows his eyes at the beginning of the episode, but at the end he glows his eyes and he turns into a ghost too. As the gang were talking about a mayor coming back from the dead, so clearly they were gonna maybe make it more of a special, or maybe they should have at least. I'm not sure if they were gonna do that or not. I found out that one of the SpongeBob episodes from season 3, where Merman and Barnacle Boy, Barnacle Boy becomes evil, that was actually going to be a special, but they shortened it down to 11 minutes. I wonder if they did the same thing with this one too and just cut all the rest of it out. I'm not really sure because, like I said, the cat. This is the only What's New Scooby-Doo special, episode to have an actual real ghost in it. And also a laugh track, too. That's a fun fact. I could have probably put that on the video, too, but I did not. Yes, it's a fun fact. This is the only episode to have a laugh track in it, and it sounds kind of off. I'm not sure why it's the only episode to have a laugh track. I was thinking originally it was the first episode of the show before I actually saw it on Netflix. Of course, I was watching on HBO Max now, but when it was on Netflix, I found out that it was not the first episode. That episode is the episode where the gang are snowboarding and all that, and there's a freaky ice monster and all that's attacking them. So yeah, that's kind of the thing there though, But yes, I just don't, I don't really understand, why like I said, I don't know why they have a laugh track in there, but yeah, otherwise, yeah, I feel like this would have been much better as a special, like, because then we could have, maybe seen the gang actually face a real ghost, and I know it would have kind of been outfitting for but they could have turned this one even into a movie if they wanted to. This could have been its own movie instead of just an episode, because this episode feels off. Like, it feels way off compared to the other episodes from this show. It feels way off, like really off with the laugh track and the ghost cat. So yeah, I think this would have actually been better, not just a two-parter episode, which is 44 minutes, because that's a double-length episode for this, because this episode alone is like 21 minutes. But they could have made it a full-fledged movie, and I think that would have worked better. Now, it would have sucked, though, we wouldn't have got the end credits with the Halloween, because there's a Halloween version of the end credits in this episode. We wouldn't have got that, but I think it would have been alright, because I think it would have been better to make this episode longer. That'd make the episode a bit better, but unfortunately it was only 21 minutes long, and a lot of things do feel rushed. Like, I gotta say, a lot of things feel rushed too, and I wanna mention that too. Like as soon as they almost get attacked by the robotic scarecrow pumpkin things, they get attacked by them. These guys you can see on the card here I'm showing off, which I wish I kind of decorated more, but with a fun fact and a seasonal thing, but it's alright. I got the review thing anyway on there, but I guess I could put the fun fact, maybe I could put the fun fact on the title card instead, but yeah, basically though, they as soon as they get introduced to the pumpkin guys, they're immediately defeated. So yeah, this really feels like it was supposed to be a special, and maybe it was not, but it literally does. Like, the clues here are like add up with it maybe being a special, or maybe it was going to be a movie or something, because the plot feels rushed. Like again, it feels rushed with the pumpkins getting defeated and really quickly. Like, they got defeated quick. It just feels fast paced. And then you got the ghost cat in there too. The ghost cat, and I guess I wouldn't probably count the laugh track in there, because I don't think any Scooby-Doo movie had a laugh track before, but it's still off. Like, this episode just feels off in general. But I really don't know what else to really say about it. I might come back to this episode later, maybe if I find anything else. But my phone's starting to die, so I'm gonna have to probably end up letting this go. But yeah, but first I'm gonna go ahead and give this a score because I'm gonna do that. And the score will be I'm gonna give it 59 points. Yeah, it's getting 59 points because Daphne is very unlikable in this episode, and yet, like I said, this episode feels rushed. Like it literally, I'm not lying. It really feels like it was supposed to be a special. It really does, but unfortunately, it's not a special. And I guess the ghost cat at the end was just something to spook people out. I guess I really wished it was a special, and maybe there was a real ghost, but they had to fight or something. That would have been really cool. Kind of like the movies in the 90s where like we had Zombie Island, the Witch's Ghost, and the Witch's Ghost and Alien Invaders and Cyber Chase. All those had real monsters in them. Well, Cyber Chase was more took place in a video game, but there was still a real virus. It was a real ghost, so the game had a face, but yeah, I don't know what to say here about this. I really don't know what to say. Except though, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know that this is kind of I'm kind of rushing things, but my phone's almost dead. I could probably charge it, but I'm almost done with the video anyway. So yeah. But tell me what you guys think about this episode. Do you guys think it feels off? Do you guys think it should have been a special? Because I think it should have been a special. I think it feels off too. I think it feels off. Tell me your guys' thoughts on the episode down below in the comments. And I don't have anything else. I don't think I have any comment questions for this video. So I'll see you guys later for more videos. This is Dash All Roads out.